Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. In this one, we're gonna look at another tool from my toolbox, something that I carry around whenever I have some work done on the field, and I use a lot in my garage for a lot of projects. This is probably one of the must-have tools whenever I do something with pretty much any material. These are needle nose pliers, and I do carry EDC toolkit, but I don't have this one in one of those. The thing is, this is something I carry in my work pouch, my work bag, or tool bag, rather than just in my EDC kit. The reason is because these are a little larger needle nose pliers. I do see a lot of smaller ones or thinner ones, lighter ones, but the thing is, when I use tools and I see how I use them, I decide um, which tool of the type is best or better to have. I do like these bigger ones with this beefier nose, I'd say, because it does give me confidence and ease of use, because usually when I use these, I put a lot of force into gripping stuff, because usually this distance from this point just gives a lot of distance, so you get a grip a little harder, or actually much harder than, for example, if you use pliers with this kind of length. These needle nose, you probably need to squeeze a little more to have a little more grip at the end, which is a point where you usually have something gripped on. So the most used cases for this one, by the way, sorry for reflection. I do have my light uh, just above me, so I'm trying not to make a reflection. But the most used case for this thing is to use this very tip to hold some material that I'm working on. It's, for example, like plastic bit that I'm trying to screw something on, or whether it's fabric or I don't know, cardboard, whatever it is that I work on. Usually use this very tip, or maybe like a little more of the tip of the pliers. This is for handling things, or holding things that I work on, and also to reach into places to reach for stuff. But most often than not, it's for handling things or holding things. The thing is, these have pretty much the same features as regular pliers, the most common ones, with this grip pattern for gripping screws, for example, bolts and stuff, and this cutting feature for wiring or whatever. These are pretty much just regular pliers, but with a lengthier nose. I do like the size. This is a proper size of needle nose pliers. There's even longer ones, but those ones I kind of rule off for carrying around, because I don't see a lot of use case for when I need those. I usually have another tool. So these ones are pretty much replaced those smaller ones, smaller needle nose pliers, and also those longer ones. This is just the perfect size, and I don't see how these can be replaced, just because it's a stronger tool than my ability to, when I'm working on something, I cannot really easily damage these or break with my force, with my strength, whenever I apply force. So the thing is, very tip is usually most worn off, so I try to take care of this tool when I can, or as much as I can when I work on things, but it's susceptible to damage. I did already damage one of these from my toolbox, from my toolkit, so I got these newer ones. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of use marks on these because it's pretty new. So these are one of the things that I really cannot do a lot of work without. There's so many times I need something these for like working material. And also one common feature of them is when I unscrew bolts, I do use other pliers, and I use these to hold on from the back side. For example, if there's a nut and bolt, there's um, two bolts, I'd say, or two nuts from both sides. So I use this to reach from behind, and just from the top, I just use pliers or wrench or whatever to twist the other side. So that's one of the most common use cases for these. Also, I like the handle. When I use these, pretty much use just as designed, this handle. For a lot of tools, I use handle in different ways. Like, for example, for pliers, I usually use like this. But because this is for grip, I try to use as much as possible to the to the point of separation here, just because I want to apply a little more to the beginning, even though this will work more, but this is much more comfortable thing, because you cannot really apply more force if you hold here than if you hold with your whole hand, because you actually apply force here, 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 all the way to the very tip of this, or the very start of this. And this is one of the ergonomic handles that I really, really like. I will leave links to this or similar tool in the description below if you want to check it out. But there it is. This is my video of the tool. Really like the tool. Tell me in the comments, do you like it? Which one do you prefer? These ones, smaller ones, bigger ones, EDC style ones? Leave the comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye.